we have reached till this destination that we have come to the semi-final, and within not a long time, we are going to have a final as well. That is going to be a very interesting ball game. And let me tell you all that, whether it is vice chairman or myself, wherever we have been traveling, meeting people, there is a lot of positivities been seen among the people. And the encouragement which people are carrying in their mind is unmatchable. The first compliments I would like to give it to all those participants who actually made one fact very clear is that you made the life simple, right? Life simple in the sense that you have given confidence to many of the people in the entire process, that technology can be adopted at any given point in time at any age. That is simple and the strongest message you people have given. And this is actually driving the entire ecosystem of the institute at present.
Dear friends, it has been a very interesting and very amazing journey of the hackathons. We finished first semi-final and then we are on the second semi-final today. When we discuss this AI hackathons in every conferences or with many of the members, they are excited. And they are excited because they feel that this is a AI revolution which has been started in ICAI by the AI in ICAI committee.
Yeah, so we will have another panelist who is a young lady, Gayathri, Praveen. So over to you, Gayathri.
Thank you. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share my screen now. Yeah, let me quickly share my screen. Okay, is my screen visible? Hello?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So today we've seen a lot of nice presentations from the other panelists, and they have taken one step ahead in helping us understand that we really need to buck up with the new technology, understand a lot of things, and there is a lot of things coming up for the CA fraternity. So although that is a very nice thing, but I feel that there are a lot of basic freely available AI aspects from the Microsoft itself, which we need to explore and understand, and which will take up some smaller task on our day-to-day basis and make our life much simpler. So today I am going to talk about one such app called Power Apps. So many of them may not even be aware of this. I myself came to know about this very recently, that there is something called Power Apps by Microsoft, which comes as a package of the whole Microsoft 360 package. So as the name suggests, it is Power Apps, meaning you can actually create apps using this particular platform. So in relation to today's topics, I'm going to talk about how AI can be used in Power Apps. And when it comes to transforming, I am going to take a use case of data maintenance, how we can transform the data maintenance using the AI features in Power Apps. That is, it is integrated with ChatGPT and the other normal AI aspects. So I will be using that to create an application which will help us in transforming our day-to-day data maintenance activity. So as a first thing, now if I want to ask Google what is Power Apps, so it's going to give me a lot of things like this. So it says a lot of technical things, says there is no code development, data integration, customization, but to put it in a simpler format, I'll take just one example and tell you that Power App is nothing but it transforms data in such a format, or rather inputting data in such a format in Excel can be converted to inputting data in this format like an app. So on one side, I'm showing how the app that I will create now will look like on a phone, and on the other side, I'm showing how it will look on the desktop. So basically, I'm creating an app. So today, I'm just considering this example wherein you are using the timesheet, wherein you need to fill timesheet on a daily basis in a CA firm or even in any other small organizations, which is done in Excel, can be done in the form of an app. So why I'm taking this particular example today is because we do know that timesheet or any other things is a very essential thing. And many of the small organizations still continue to do it in Excel. There is no harm in doing it in Excel, but we do know what are the disadvantages of maintaining it manually. And we also know that as the organization grows, they switch to many paid apps available or paid, online portals available for tracking this timesheet. And you may also know, like, for example, if I am going and approaching a company for employment, if there are two companies, which is one is going still in the manual route and one is technologically advanced using some apps, I will definitely go for that company, because my assumption or the perspective of that company would be that they are much advanced, they are doing very good, that they're able to afford paying for many apps, or they're technologically much advanced, they're progressing towards betterment, and that is why they're using the newer technologies. So the whole perspective about our business changes the moment we opt for technologically advanced things like an application for our day-to-day activities. So in such, but affording such an app or a portal is not possible for everybody. It involves some cost. So that is why today I'm taking up this example of Power App, where we can do it free of cost, or rather I can say it just comes along with the Microsoft package. We can use that, and we will be able to create some very simple apps. And the moment I say creation of app, we may think that I am not an engineer who will understand any programming language, and that is where the AI technology comes into picture. So let me take you to the portal. So this is the portal. You can see powerapps.com. So over here, this is the home page. So you can see right over here, you have the AI capability built in over here. Like any other Excel or everything, we have the AI capability over here as well. So I have done nothing. I've just logged in with my Microsoft account. This is part of the Microsoft account. So today, like I said, let us see how do we create a timesheet application. So I've just inputted this basic things in Excel to avoid lack of time in typing. So what I'm asking, I just need a timesheet app. I'm just clicking enter. And let's see what it processes. So you can see Copilot has worked on this and it has given me this format. It says the app that I'm going to create now will have all these fields in it. Now I want to make some changes. This is just the basic structure given by Copilot. So I want to make some changes. So I'm asking it to add many things. Let's say the first thing I'm saying, add an employee name column. I'm saying then, rename the project column, which you have mentioned as client name. So I'm just copy pasting these commands over here. You can see it says your timesheet table has been updated. So when I scroll and see, I can see there has been updates made in this particular table. So I just have done nothing, just told the basic comments to Copilot and it has made the changes in my table. And this is the format. If you want to add more columns, you can add. If you want to do some other customizations, we can simply type it here. It is also giving you some suggestions over here as to what kind of changes or what kind of additions you can do. You can say add a column, add a row, change the data type, anything. You can just type it here and it will give you. So once you're happy with this format, you can just click on create app. So you can see basically I am creating an app now in less than 2 minutes. All I'm doing is creating an application which can be used internally. So this is the very basic thing about Power App. As many may know, Power App is a vast application. You can integrate it with Power Query, Power Automate, Excel, Outlook. There are a lot of integrations that is possible. And you can, if you know some basic coding, there is a lot of marvelous things that you can do. But for people who are completely unaware about all those things and still want to use Power App, this is a very simple way of using Copilot and making use of Power App. So while this loads, I can probably take you through what other applications can be done using Power App on our day-to-day activities. Let me go to the last slide. So I've just listed some of the use cases for small businesses or CA in practice, where this Power App can simply make some applications using the Copilot commands, like the natural language command, and we can come up with a lot of apps. So some of them that I've done, which I have just collated based on practically what I see in a CA in practice or a small organization. One is petty cash. It's very common that we give petty cash and it is maintained, and sometimes we just post it in bulk. But now if I simply make a small application, we can ask the accountant to enter
Attention,
every
last
rupee.
2 minutes left.
Sure. So every rupee that they're spending, you enter and you have a track of it. It need not go completely to your tally or other accounting database, but you have a backup or a tracking for this. Other one is travel request, because travel reimbursement or reimbursement that we are claiming back from the client is one more major thing, which is not completely tracked well. We just do it. We don't really have a cost and profit analysis out of it. All these things can be tracked. Let me go back to the screen. So you can see this is come, and I have already created this app and few other apps also. So let me just run this timesheet. Whatever I've done is in the final format. What I have done is I've just entered more data over here for better presentation. So the timesheet that I've created is done, and it finally comes in this format. I've just added some colors and formatting for our easy reference, which is easily available on the top. You can see here I have all these features where I can insert, and here I can have some features for changing theme, background, and all that. So I do all those things and I just click on save. And then when I come to the home page again, so here is the home page. When I come to this fourth option called apps, this app will be visible. So I can just click on this play button and this app will come up. So this will have a share option. You can share this with relevant persons in your team, or you can share it with external stakeholders, and they will be able to enter data. So now I have this app. I have already entered some data for easy reference. So this is a timesheet. I have the client ID. I have the client name, employee name, manager name, and I'm seeing what is the task taken, what is the hours. Everything is captured here. I can click on new over here, and I will be able to enter the similar data over here. So this particular link can be shared with all of them in the company, and access can be given like any other timesheet apps act. And this is a very efficient way in which the small chartered accountants or organizations can make use of technology for data maintenance. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Gayathri, for your innovative presentation on the Excel to Copilot to Power Apps to use these apps in the offices. So thanks for your view and your visualization of data through apps. So it's a Microsoft thing. And now let's quickly move toward the jewelries. Manu sir. Gayathri.
Hello. Hello.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
And basically, I think
sir, I'm not able to hear.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
as well as the use of Copilot.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything.
The AI which you use, Copilot.
Sorry,
hear
sir,
me?
I couldn't. Yeah, I'm able to hear you now.
You can continue, please.
Restart.
Mayurji, you continue, please.
No, yes, sir. Yes, Gayathri, very nice presentation. I appreciate the way you have just encourage members to think about power app developing interest. They can now start even building apps for their basic utility purpose and other things which they need to do for their day-to-day operations. Okay. Do you think that this is a scalable model also? After we develop this app, we can scale it at a bigger scale?
Yes, it can be used for throughout the organization, but of course there is a little cost involved. I think beyond a certain number of users, you may have to, pay a little to Microsoft. But this is something all the big companies, including my company, use. We don't use it for simple things like timesheet, but we use it on a larger scale, something like customer collection tracking. So we link it directly to the ERP system itself and do like a back and forth thing. So we will be able to link the receivables and the payments.
Output app which you have created can again be integrated with other ERP softwares and therein.
Yes. But like I said, it may involve a little more knowledge about basic codings and all that. So I just wanted to keep this simple, like standalone thing which we can use it. Though if we are able to learn more of Power Apps, there is a million possibilities. Integration can happen throughout the Microsoft Automate. So once Power Automate comes into picture, you can link it to multiple apps. Power Automate will push the data from one place to other.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great. Okay. For sharing with us.
Yeah, now we are audible?
Yes.
Mayur? Yeah. Manu sir? Okay. Saurabh-ji?
So Gayathri, it's a good platform that you are letting the chartered accountants equipped enough and power enough to use or develop certain sort of applications and all. But the only concern with these platforms or maybe any other platform is the data privacy. Because when you are using some sort of open application which are giving open AI, for sure data privacy and that to the data which chartered accountant actually deals in can be a challenge for them. So how you are going to handle that?
No, see, this I agree with your point, but this is part of Microsoft. So if we call this data privacy an issue, or Excel, Word, PowerPoint, everything comes under the same purview. This is nothing separate. I am not taking it as a separate software or anything. The 360 subscription that I take, this is just one of the thing available on the Microsoft Store. So this is directly linked to my Outlook. Outlook comes from Microsoft, Excel, PPT, everything comes under the same thing. So as secure as my other data is, this is equally secure.
Okay, fine. So you are relying on the parent body. Thank you.
Yes. I think if we cannot rely on Microsoft, then we cannot rely on anybody else.
So, okay, thank you, Gayathri. It was nice to have a panelist like you and discussing a lot of things with our juries, and that is with the smiling face. So it's learning to all the panelists that whatever it may be, you must smile. So thank you.